The 100-year-old statute has a provision that if somebody has resulted a work-related injury, passes away. It could be very simple, a horrible auto accident for an employee who is in the process of making a delivery for the employer. And the person unfortunately is killed as a result of that accident. So it's still a work-related injury, but the statute also talks about a death benefit to the spouse, if there's a spouse, and or the dependents. So monies could be paid to those people, being the spouse or the dependents, sometimes for the rest of a spouse's life, and sometimes, well, at least for a dependent while they remain a dependent. At some point, when a son or a daughter is 40 years old and they're no longer living in the house, then that benefit doesn't continue for the rest of their life, but it potentially can for a spouse. So that's in the situation where the employee is killed or passes away, and it doesn't have to be an auto accident where something happens instantaneously. I've seen cases, or I've heard of cases, where somebody has a back injury, and ultimately, after some conservative medical care, therapy and injections, they ultimately have to have a surgery on their back. And as a result of the surgery, suppose somebody has a bad reaction to the anesthesia. It's rare, I'm not suggesting this is common, this might be 1 out of 10,000 cases. But suppose somebody passes away as a result of that operative procedure because not that anybody did anything wrong, but it's a consequence. Then that would turn into a death case, and the dependent would then have the benefit of compensation even though the injured employee has passed away, but it's still related to the incident.